welcome to a new art vlog. I decided to call these vlogs art vlogs from now on and not studio vlogs anymore because it seems like studio vlog, the term is used more for people who have small businesses and focus on like packing orders and how to maintain and run those businesses. But I want to focus more on creating art, drawing, painting, doing studies, improving skills, all that fun stuff. So this is what you're gonna be seeing here. And yeah, let's get going.
I want to talk a bit about finding inspiration. I recently made a piece I didn't rely on any reference, but I realized that it was probably just a bit too hard for me on my current skill level. It was a challenge, that's for sure. So I went a bit on the hunt for new references and inspiration, and lo and behold, I stumbled upon anime food on my Pinterest feed. I don't know why, but that instantly made me think, wow, I have to try to draw this. I think this would look really cool in my style. And there we go. Inspiration hit. I can already tell that I will be doing a bunch of anime food inspired pieces in the near future. Working on this piece was so much fun. Even though I'm not 100% satisfied with the result, I just had a great time working on it. For this piece, I wanted to experiment some more with putting down some base color first. Usually I go with pink because I love the glow that it gives to the painting, but for this one I tried blue instead because I wanted to give the whole bowl a pink background. It's fascinating to me how the blue shines through even after layering multiple layers of gouache on top of it. The sketchbook I'm using for this illustration is almost finished. I have like 25 pages left. It would have been great if I managed to finish it this year, but that's not gonna happen. On the sketchbook itself, I have very mixed feelings. I do like the paper and everything, but it's spiral bound, and that's just so inconvenient. It's always in the way, and the funny thing is, I actually used to prefer spiral bound sketchbooks, because you can bend them all the way and have only the page you're working on open. But yeah, not anymore. I think I'll make a video about all my favorite art supplies soon, where I'm showing off my current favorite sketchbook. Isn't it just so relaxing to see how this little bowl of yummy food comes together? It's like it warms me right up, even if I'm not the one eating it. Adding the highlights and shadows is just so satisfying. I didn't stick to the reference regarding the color of the bowl or the background, and I'm not sure if that was the right decision. The bowl especially seems a bit off. I think the shadow is just too dark to make it look nice. Especially since the contrast of the bowl has such a nice harmony with the shadows and highlights. But still, when I look at it, I just think about the great time I had working on it, and that's what it's all about. Adding the final details with colored pencils is always my favorite part about the painting process.
I finished this here and not loving it, but it's okay. It's just another page in the sketchbook that's done, so I did learn from it and I want to do more like it, but just maybe not in gouache, maybe not with a background. I have no idea yet. Let's see. But yeah, another page done.
I had a little time for a quick trip to the art supply store, and obviously I had to pick up some nice things for my studio. So I got a bunch of colored pencils. Basically all the reds they had available at the store. Don't they just look so pretty together? And I also got some new brushes. For the longest time I've been experimenting with different brush brands and sizes, and I just never found the perfect brush for my gouache pieces. So I have to say that I think I finally found the one. It's the Da Vinci synthetic brushes. I tried them out already and I'm in love. They just work perfectly for me. So the pencils I got are the Faber-Castell Polychromos. They're oil-based and don't break so easily. I'm also just always impressed with the quality of the Faber-Castell products in general. I also got the Carandache Luminance White pencil because that one's a bit softer than the Polychromos, and I found that I prefer that for highlights. The first thing I do when I get new colors is swatching them on my swatch sheets. This is the one I have for all my color pencils, and I felt like I didn't have a wide enough range in reds, so I just got all the available reds from the Polychromos line. I think I'm good now with reds for a while. Now that I have all of those new pencils, I decided it is about time to learn how to properly blend them together. I've been watching a tutorial on how to do this and decided to try it out. So yeah, let's try blending my Prismacolors because they're supposed to be quite beginner friendly for blending, and then my favorite colored pencils, the Polychromos, which are supposed to be a lot harder to blend because they're oil based. So I decided to choose colors from each brand that are similar to have a good comparison. But right from the get-go I was struggling. Unfortunately, I just don't have really similar blues for both brands. But I just picked whatever I felt like was the closest runner-up. I started with the Prismacolor blend because I was told that it would be pretty easy. And I gotta say, it wasn't too hard. They do blend really nicely. First I started with the lighter coat, which I made sure blended nicely, and then I added more pressure gradually. And it worked perfectly. But I gotta say, I had to sharpen my pencil quite a lot during the process, because the Prismacolors are so soft. They also left a lot of those little shavings on the paper that I had to blow off constantly. It was quite annoying, but the result is pleasing. Then I did the same with my Polychromos. I used the same technique, even though I was quite scared because of what I heard about it being so hard with them. But I have to say, that wasn't my experience at all. I didn't think blending the Polychromos was any harder than blending the Prismacolors. Both worked really well in my opinion. And I had to sharpen the Polychromos a lot less, and they didn't leave nearly as many shavings on the paper as the Prismacolors did. Here's the result. Judge for yourself if you think I did a good job with them. Let's quickly color in one of the heads from the 100 Heads challenge. I'm currently at head number 18, and let me tell you, it's challenging. Especially because I'm not really super happy with the sketches already. So picking up Copics and already knowing that the sketch is not great is rather frustrating. But I gotta say, I think I gradually get better at it. So it's totally worth doing it. It's really great practice. I have almost no experience with coloring in this more realistic style, and I'm learning so much by doing this. It also helps that alcohol markers in combination with colored pencils are just my favorite art supply to use currently. And I'm having lots of fun with them. But yeah, I still have more than 80 heads left to color in. So this will keep me busy for quite a while, I guess.
Okay, I want to talk a little bit about my goals for the end of the year. We still have roughly 1 month left and I want to do a lot of stuff.
So, while I'm gonna ramble about all the fun things I want to do in those last 3 weeks of the year, enjoy watching me finish one of my ugly sketchbook pages. Speaking of, that's already my first goal. Finish the ugly sketchbook. I have 23 pages left, so I think I'm right on track with that one, and I'm pretty positive that I can actually achieve this before the new year. Especially since I really enjoy drawing people in that loose and chill style of the ugly sketchbook lately. And I think I also improved a lot in doing so. It's fun to look back at the beginnings and see how far I came. Alrighty, and my next goal is to film a sketchbook tour October till December. Okay, that might go up in the new year, but that's fine too. I still counted for this year. I've been creating so much since my break during summer, and I can't wait to look back at it and just being proud of myself. It's a very self-serving goal, to be honest. Next, I really want to color in a couple more of the heads of the 100 Heads challenge. I'm not so sure if I managed to achieve this though. If I don't, that's okay too. I'm actually thinking of dedicating a month in the beginning of the new year to only coloring in the heads, so I finally get to finish those. And another goal I have is to make a video about my favorite art supplies. Because I think I have a really good understanding of what I enjoy using now, and even if I still need to grow my collection, I want to share what I enjoy using the most and why, and maybe it will help someone out who's just starting out. And the last goal, I'm really not confident that I get to do this, is creating some actual colored pieces out of some of my ugly sketchbook sketches. Yeah, I think that's a bunch for the 1 month that's left in the year. Let's see if I can manage to complete them all. I guess we will need to check in the new year in a new vlog and see how I did.
Alrighty, this is it for the vlog. You've reached the end. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed, maybe a comment if there's anything you want to talk about, and also subscribe if you want to see more like this. See you soon, over and out.